Doubles and coffee. Over the weekend, 5 intelligent people, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, who are totally fed up of Keith Christopher Rowley, who understand what sort of sick gentleman he is, people who realize that Trinidad and Tobago is on the verge of becoming a failed state. They came to me and they said with passion in their eyes, meaning well, no malice, no ill will. They said, Anil, y'all are set, UNC is set to win, but you need a new leader, but Kamla. And I sat at each one of these 5 people and I said, listen to me very carefully, because I could see your passion and your patriotism. And they weren't together. Just 5 people, 5 different parts of Trinidad and Tobago. And I took the time. I said, do you have time for me to talk to you? And they said yes. And this is what I told them. First and foremost, our country is in a total mess. You agree? Crime situation, economics devastation, bankruptcy, flooding with drizzle, school, children in discipline, lack of funding, lack of development, lack of pathways, lack of revenue. Yes, yes, yes. I say when Kamla was Prime Minister, and I went through each and every one, and they nodded their head. Yes, her policies were great. Yes, she did good. Yes, and they intervened, all of them. But she too old, and she too this, and we need new blood. I said, wait, take a breath. I'm not finished yet. You wanted a full, complete answer. Then I said, then if what you said and you say the truth about the policies, about the job creation, the foreign exchange, the reserves, the economic benefits, the crime situation was being handled and coming down while she was not happy as she never is. The border was being protected and would continue to be protected. School children were performing well. She was building schools, gate opportunities. Then why are you in the midst of a nightmare discussing Kamla, and discussing Kamla in a non-factual manner? They paused and they couldn't answer. I said, because you're believing the PNM propaganda. That's how powerful it is. It takes good minds, minds of good people who mean well, and puts an idea in there that when you analyze it and break it down, you realize it's totally illogical. Because you're being bombarded by the PNM, Express, Newsday, Guardian, CNC3, TV6, TTT, 13 radio stations, plus PNM social media machinery. I said, listen very carefully to me now and understand this. Since you agree that Kamla's track record, bar none, obliterates Rowley, you agree that Rowley is the worst Prime Minister in history. Let me now give you the facts of the situation. Kamla Persad-Bissessar is the leader of the United National Congress. The United National Congress is a political party of great standing. The United National Congress has a constitution. The United National Congress has policies and procedures. Kamla Persad-Bissessar has taken on all comers at every juncture who threatened or wanted to lead, and she has defeated them soundly. She never hid, she never delayed or did not have an election like what has taken place in the PNM. Kamla Persad-Bissessar has beaten all. I said, so who do you recommend that she now just hand this to? Because we have a process. There's no process to hand over leadership. Leadership, as Bastio Pandey said, is not a cow. Never mind in his latter years, he tried to hand it over to his daughter, who only spent all her time in air condition and probably writing an article or a memo here and there. Leadership is not a cow. Who is going to lead? What's the process? And let me tell you something. And this is where all of them looked at me, and they looked deep into my eyes and they listened. The reason the PNM is pelting stone at Kamla's tree is because it's full of fruit, ripe, juicy mango, policies, positions. They fear Kamla more than anyone or anything. They cannot handle the strength and power of Kamla. Why? Because Kamla holds the opposition together. The PNM's main way of getting into power since Dr. Williams is to shatter, splinter, and divide the opposition. From 1956, 1961, straight up to now, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, never mind she's been attacked across the board. People come up left, right, and center who believe that they could lead no matter what. They just look at themselves in the mirror. Nobody following them, but they feel they could lead. She takes on every challenge and she holds the block of opposition support of 309,000. Excuse me, a little asthma there. 309,000 block of votes together. The PNM relentlessly attacks Kamla. Every senior minister, ROWLEY, the media, their columnists, their bloggers. If Kamla was so weak, why the relentless daily onslaught against Kamla? Yet she stands strong, because if you remove Kamla out of the UNC will split and shatter into 5, 6, 7 pieces. There are many people, and ambition is good, who are in the UNC, who would love to lead the UNC eventually. If Kamla is not there, there will be all-out war to see who will be the next leader. And the history of opposition parties, unlike the PNM that had 30 years of unfettered power, position, and control, when there is an election and another side loses, the opposition does not accept and coalesce. It splinters and shatters. So I put it to you that the removal of Kamla, and the PNM knows this, will make the UNC break up into 4, 5, 6 different disparate pieces and ensure the PNM unfettered control and success for the next 20 years. That is why they fear Kamla. That is why they are afraid of Kamla. That is why they pelt lies on Kamla, and yet she stands strong. To those of you who think and buy the message that Kamla, because she's a small Indian lady, she weak and she feeble, Kamla's stronger than all of them. Rowley and Imbot, if they get one article, go back and look, one article, one headline criticizing them, they crumble and cry like little mama pools. They attack, they go wild, they get emotional. That is Kamla's morning. Every morning, as she open the papers or she put on the PNM media, attack after attack, lie after lie, coming from anywhere, inside, outside, all around. And Kamla stands strong. Kamla don't crumble. Kamla don't come out and attack everyone and be abusive and arrogant like Rowley. So understand this. Kamla Prasad Bisesa as Prime Minister has a track record of performance in the economy, crime, border control, diversification of the economy, school, education, gate, sport, culture. Calypsonians who never sing nothing good about Kamla got more under Kamla. Pan man and pan woman who PNM pretending they love pan got more under Kamla. Sporting fraternities across the board did not have to do curricue and barbecue under Kamla. The gate was open, school feeding was increased, opportunities for all MIC and NESC centers, UTT, COSTAT, full funding. Kamla's policies speak for themselves. Children, single mothers. So that's why they attack Kamla. So understand this. There is no time to find any new leader, because there is a process, and anyone who wants to lead can go up and put themselves up. There is an election on the horizon. Kamla has taken on all comers openly and battered and beaten all. There is one leader of the United National Congress, and she holds that block of votes together. What needs to happen is that you must not believe the PNM propaganda. You need to now join those swing voters who are not PNM and not UNC across the East-West corridor and in the marginal seats. You understand that ROWLEY is the worst Prime Minister. Join with Kamla. Make her stronger. Our country is suffering. We need all brains on deck. We need all MPs, all ministers, all chairmen of boards, all members of boards, all across the board, contract people, advisors, committees, lawyers. That's about 12,000 people in disparate areas of energy and crime and border security and education and university and job creation and the economy and foreign exchange to save our country. So don't believe the hype. I take my time because those 5 people all understand what I'm saying now. So if you have the similar feeling that we could win, ROWLEY is the worst, but no, we need somebody. No, Kamla is the leader. She holds us together. She has a great track record, and she's stronger than ROWLEY, Imbert, and all of them put together. Don't believe the PNM mass media. Look for yourselves. Read for yourselves. Check the policy for yourself. Labor, Kamla. Jobs, Kamla. Foreign exchange, Kamla. Sport, Kamla. Education, Kamla. School building, Kamla. Smoother roads, Kamla. Water, 74%, Kamla. Electricity rates the same, Kamla. Cheaper fuel in your car, Kamla. Anti-crime fight, Kamla. Do I need to continue? Don't believe the lies. Bless. Share this message to all those who getting confused by PNM propaganda. ROWLEY must go. Reject ROWLEY. Reject the whole PNM. Let them splinter after 62 years. That monolith, that cult, that ignoramus group of people who have no shame, no conscience, and are flush with corruption.